Hi everyone, so this is a job we done last year and we've just finally completed an additional repair. So this is a Damak 250 kilo mix, so it's quite large, and as you can hear we've got a terrible knock from this intermediate pulley. So we went ahead and tried to pull off the pulley assembly using our 8-ton pullers, but unfortunately they just weren't shifting it. So we removed the assembly and took it off site, and we used a slightly different designer leg and a hell of a lot of heat from a bullfinch torch, and it finally came apart. As you can see, the bearing, a lot of the grease had made its way out the bearing. And the problem was not the bearings, but actually the pulley had fretted and worn on the top bearing and was massively oversized, and that's what was causing the knock. So the customer needed his machine back for the next day, so we went ahead and fitted the new bearings, cleaned the pulley up best we could, and just used plenty of Loctite on that top bearing. This was just a temporary fix to get production back up and running, and the customer ordered a new pulley from Turkey, which came about 3 weeks later, and we then swapped the whole assembly over. So we spoke with the customer and we decided that once that new pulley was fitted, we would take the old one away, rebore it, sleeve it, and then it could be a spare for if this ever occurs again. So we're just setting it up on the lathe here. We've got it in the 4-jaw, and we're just clocking it in on the multi-V there, and we've got about 40 microns of run out, which is, you know, under 2 foul, so that's probably good enough for a pulley. Taking the ball nose out, checking the other end. Similar amount, 40 microns. So we're ready to bore this now. As you can see, that is incredibly worn in there. So we'll get some measurements. So we need to know the depth, so we can set the DRO up. Just touched off. 0 DRO. 0. Let's zero the face. Zero that Z-axis. We know we're 30mm deep, so we can actually go set that one, and 3, 0, enter, and then if we move out, it reads up, so when we reach 0 we know we're at the end of our bore. I'm also going to just come back in and touch this, because I actually know that diameter is 100mm. Not like that. Just touch that off. It's just touching off there. So let's zero that. Reference that at 100. Enter. Now we can actually do our boring. Right, so it's been far too long, but I finally got the sleeve for this, and you can see it's all gone bloody rusty, so that will need cleaning up. But we've just faced off the sleeve, because the sleeve was over length, so just face that off. Now we're going to go in with a boring bar and do our boring. So we'll go from there. We've got to touch off, mic the inside, see what it is now it's been pressed in, It was 97.5 the sleeve before we pressed it in, so I expect to be slightly under that now, and then we'll take it out to 100mm for the bearing. Here we are, first pass, taking it out from 97.5 to 98, and we'll mic it and check how we're doing. Sleeved this pulley this morning, so that's now going to be a good fit for a 100mm bearing. I think it's a 6309 off the top of my head, I can't remember now. 6309, 63, yeah, must be a 6309. So we're giving it a bit of a wire wheel up because there was a lot of rubber and crap stuck in the pulley. So that's ready to go back to the customer.